That is going in front of the city council, public hearing, and will need an annexation and a rezoning, so it's a discretionary review. Subsequent, if they are successful in their annexation and their rezoning, it would need a conditional use permit to be approved by the Planning and Zoning Commission. Mountain Trail Apartments has received all of its approvals, is going to construction. Trailside Apartments on University has received all of its approvals and will be going to construction. The Village at Aspen Place, which is really intended to be marketed, Celia, to professionals and not necessarily students. That's why you see the market rate designation is under construction. And the Capstone Collegiate Communities, which is intended to be for rooming and boarding facilities, they already have their zoning. They're intended to utilize a mixed-use designation. Tiffany, is that intended to be room and boarding? So if it is room and boarding, they would need a conditional use permit to be reviewed by the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Now, Vice Mayor.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to say thank you to the individuals who put this forward. This is a very important topic. I'm very happy to see everyone here participating in it. I just wanted to go back to the comment about parking because I found it very interesting that the positive changes that have been made on campus to eliminate the traffic and things like that have resulted in 1,000 fewer cars on campus. And that made me think about the fact that the South Side neighborhood, as well as Plaza Vieja, are two of the only neighborhoods in the state of Arizona that are not protected by a residential parking permit system. These are neighborhoods that are adjacent to universities that do not have some type of protection. And the reason why I thought about that was because I can tell you that out of 1,000 cars that are no longer on campus, at least 500 of them are in the South Side neighborhood. There's quite a few in the Plaza Vieja neighborhood, as well as the Target parking lot and the Walmart parking lot. So my question to NAU is whether or not NAU would actively support assisting the city of Flagstaff in establishing something like a residential parking permit system, as well as assisting with some of the funding for it. This came before council, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, and there was a lack of response from the NAU side as to whether or not this would be something that was necessary. I think it's very admirable the changes that have happened on the campus, but I think that we need to be aware as changes happen on campus, as we close roads, as we eliminate parking, as we go to more green and more walkable, that there are definitely pressure points that happen right outside of the campus. Students are still going to drive to school. They're still going to drive to the bus lot and park their cars there, and then take the bus or walk in. But they're driving and they're parking those cars somewhere.
So the last word is going to Duffy, and then we have a 10-minute break. Please plan to be back here at 11:15. We've got 2 more really good presentations, and we're going to have some questions. So the last word.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Nobody answered.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I missed that. Sorry. I'm too busy worried about time. Okay. Who from the university wants to answer that question?
Nobody.
Let me be very direct with your question, Carl. The straight answer is yes, the university wants to help with that issue. Do you want us to fund it? No, we won't fund it. And I'll tell you why. We are already in deficit in our parking account as we sell less and less details on campus and our parking structure costs go up. We're trying to manage that internally by providing more parking spaces on campus. So that's where we would invest our resources as opposed to the neighborhood.
Sorry. Okay.
I'll make this quick. The way that Marilyn was looking at parking is a systemic situation. I'm a social scientist, and I'm not an economist, but it would seem to me that the students are raising the cost of homes in this town because when you get rental income, you make more money off of your property. And so that is taking homes in our neighborhoods that are essentially affordable homes and makes them unaffordable to citizens. And I would like that to be addressed in today's conversation.
So 10 minutes back here for the floor.